Hello, everybody. It's Laura Van Vertlo. I'm here from the North Texas area in a town, not really a town, city of Frisco, Texas. and I've been a demonstrator since 2007, and I love every bit of this. I mean, it's just, I start out kind of like some of you that have probably popped on seeing this video. I love to teach people how to connect with their creative side. So I have a variety of classes, and the best way to stay connected is to sign up with the link below for my email subscription, because that's where I have my online card classes, my free with purchase, just add stamps, and then I have my in-person club, which I'm trying to maneuver to make it both in person and online. But I also like to sneak in these cute little techniques. When I find a technique that's like super fun, I love to share it. And that's what I'm doing today. So we are going to take the, let's see, Fragrant Layers. And what I noticed when I first saw this is this right here. So when I made this card, I was really hoping it turned out the way I wanted it to in my head, and it did. So my in-person stamp club will be making this, but you can follow along and you can write down your wish list, because February 18th, 2026 through, I think the 20th of February 2026 is Stampin' Up! Will be doing free shipping on orders of 75 or more. So write down what you want. Shop with me. I would love it. I will send you a free little happy surprise in the mail on top of that. And just be sure to subscribe to my email, but also make sure you're opted in for rewards, because you will earn rewards on all your purchases that you can use on your next one. So you can write these down. Enjoy the free shipping. Grab the product of the month, which I have behind me. I will show it to you in just a second. I'm kind of getting all my goodies ready for this card. Thankfully, they are right here. That's the one I want. Want some of that. All right, and there's not a lot to this, which is great. So if you're just starting out, it's more of just cut and go, and it's actually really simple. It just looks complex. So let me switch it around and turn on my little light, because if I turn it on, you won't see my face. Anyway, let me switch it. Come on. There we go. All right. See if Jasper will make an appearance today. And sometimes he does, and sometimes he doesn't. So real quick, product of the month, purchase $75 or more after your coupons and everything that you do before tax, before shipping, or no shipping in tomorrow case. You can add this on for $5. It is the, something illusions. Painted illusion, 12 by 12. And let's look at the rest of them. They're really pretty. So they've got these kind of watercolory wash to it. And really fun springtime colors. Kind of reminds me of a mermaid. That's my favorite one. And you get 3 of each, which is kind of nice. So if you're doing multiples, you can make more than one. But there's great patterns on each page. So be sure to check that out. I just wanted to share that with you, because once product of the month is gone, you only get 1 per person, including a demonstrator, and we don't know what it is until the day it comes out. So it's kind of fun to have a surprise. It's fun having a pre-order for being a demonstrator. Oh, and I got to remind myself. There's a great offer now through March 2nd of 2026. I just had this. Oh, he's hiding under my envelope. I'm so sorry. Okay, so we have Highland Heather, 8.5 by 5.5. I went ahead and used the, oh, I would forget the name of this. I will list the products below in the description, but I did a 4 by 5.25 just to kind of give it some visual interest once I put the rest of this card on. And then I do believe this, oh, I should have wrote these down. I will write down all the measurements below because guess who forgot to do that? I thought I did, and I did not. You know what? I can find my ruler, and we'll just do that. I'm so sorry. Okay, if I can find my ruler. All right. Here's the other ruler. Not my favorite ruler, but we'll do it. Okay, so this is 3 by 4, probably. Yep, 3 by 4. Your black, basic black will be 3 5/8 by 2 5/8. And then I did this just this one I did the same size as the black. And then I cut this just a little bit shorter. So it's 2.5 by 3.5. This is the adhesive back sheets. This looks like I have an extra. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use this. I love these adhesive strips. I remember when they first came out, I didn't use them for the longest time. I mean, it still says Sizzix on the back. So that's how long I had those. Then I started using these when I do dies, and especially alphabets and these really intricate dies. You really need to have this. It's a great staple to have in your craft room because it's kind of like a Xyron without the machine, because you're going to die cut it. And so now we have this basic black is now going to be a sticker. And what we're going to do, and I'm just going to use a little baby. I didn't feel like dragging out the big one. And this might not be enough. I don't remember. I thought we just needed. Yeah, this is enough. It just looks weird because I'm used to the big one. Okay. So we are going to position. And you kind of want to get this to where it kind of has a nice rounded mat around it, because you will see it kind of like a picture frame. And I'm going to have to push it down closer to me just because. There we go. I have to use all my might. Come on. Okay. Oh, sorry. Whew, still recovering from hand surgery, so I'm getting better. Getting better. So, and a lot of people get kind of frustrated because they have all these pieces that are still in there. And I keep telling them, guess what? I'm just banging it on the trash can to get some of the pieces out. When you peel this off to put it on your vellum, let me show you what happens. I am going to pop out some. I want to pop out as much as I can, but these little tiny pieces, usually, because I don't want to be a liar, don't make me a liar, they are going to come out. I just messed up my fingernails. I don't have much to pull this off with. Okay, come on. I'll find a corner. Come on. I had to cut my nails down. Oh my goodness. There we go. So see how it's pulling off most of the dies? So now we have a good sticker. I don't like oozy glue. And what doesn't come out, I just take your pick tool. Great staple to have in your room. Comes with many different options that you can have. The die brushes separate, but you get a stylus. You get, in the stylus, you come 2 sizes, and I'll show you in a second as this little pain in the butt comes off. All right. it comes out, and then you can have the spatula and the point that I'm using. And then there's putty that you can use on the other side. Where did I put that one? Interesting. It's not here. Okay. Usually it's sitting right here. I want vellum. Oh, it's blending into the piece that I'm using. So you want to try to get this almost right on top. So now, some of these are sticking to me. Photo in a second. All right. There's still some, but we will pick them up. Get them out of there. Let me bring this back because I see one little stubborn piece. Sometimes this happens. They flip on the back and you don't see them until, there we go. And then I can push these down. And so this is kind of how you can, if you can finagle it right, you can actually make something where you have a candle behind the little tea lights that are battery operated, not an actual tea light. And what will happen is it'll give it that nice subtle light, a nice warmer light. So now what we're going to do is we're going to color. I'm bringing out this trusty little paper, so I'm getting, because this is these bleed through, and because I'm doing this for my technique this month. So if you're in my stamp club in person, pay attention because this is how you do the card. Let's see, we got dark Highland Heather, and we're just going to use the bullet tip because I didn't want the brush tip to get frayed from hitting these corners, because really, if you do this side, you stay in the lines. You can also do the back of the card as well. It's not like the old marker, you know, when we used to have the Stampin' Right markers. They were water-based, so we had to be careful to do them on the back so they wouldn't get smudged. Well, these are alcohol-based, which makes it even more fun. See, it comes on really dark, and then it kind of, once it dries, and this is what makes it really pretty, is you put it behind white. Now, if you want it darker, you can do another layer, because these are Stampin' Blends. So even when you're using white paper, you want something darker, just go over it again, because it just adds more to it and blends the underlayer with the layer you're putting on. Oh, I forgot to do that flower anyway. All right. This was fun. It's so nice to have something that you go, oh, that would be really cool to do this. And sometimes it just doesn't happen. But for me, it actually happened. And I was like really excited that this card came out the way I wanted it to. So see, I taped it so my club members would not accidentally use that side. I just didn't want to have to replace them. But I really think the bullet tip is a lot easier to use for this. There we go. And then we're going to do one more color. Is the light Highland Heather, just to give it some subtle hue for these little buds on the side. Okay. All right. Now we're done with that part. I'll put this to, sorry, I forget people are. I forget you guys can hear all that. Okay, so now I know what we're going to do. And I meant to get new dimensionals out because I think I'm out. Bingo. Let's see. I think I did the little ones. That's why I have these out. Okay. And see on the back, nobody's going to see this on the back. So what I did was here, here, did one in the middle, kind of like right there, because nobody's going to see that junction where they have a bunch of black. That makes any sense? But there's a lot of cardstock right there. So from the other side, I'm not going to do that one. Push them down really good. I wanted to give it that extra see-through look, because I think if I put it directly on the white, it wouldn't have that window effect. I was trying to find a way to make it like a candle easel card, but it just didn't. I really want to do another one where that's how the card comes out to where the person can put a tea light behind it. So if you make one, be sure to send it to me. I want to see what it looks like. Sometimes I say this and then it never happens because I just have a million things going on. So there's your main image. So it's nice and subtle. And what we're going to do, oh, I did not cut out the, oh good, it's right there. I was hoping I still had my, over here I have my labels so I can do the last part of this card. And because I already did the dimensionals on, I love dimensionals. It just adds so much extra to your card. But I also don't want it to be 4 feet tall, which I think some of my cards would be. All right. Got a smudge somewhere, so I'm just kind of trying to cover that up. And I'm going to go just a hair up, only because we are going to use, I think it was this label, yeah, that label. And I guess I forgot to clean it. And with this one, I usually stamp it first and then cut it out, but I'm going to cut it out because the photopolymer makes it kind of real easy to line it up. Sometimes these tend to slip too. So if you're trying to line up something exact on a small surface. But if you're just starting out, by all means, stamp it first. Try it both ways. See which one works best for you. I mean, what works for one person is not going to work for everybody, but it's all fun. Okay, so we have our little label. And now I'm going to find the black. And I don't think I didn't. Oops. I got to go cut some more paper. I don't think I did the inside of that one. All right. So I'm doing It's Your Day because I looked and I barely have any birthday cards. I was like, oh boy, we really need to remedy this situation. I'm going to go ahead and put this up too. And then, pardon my head, I used this die that's in the same, what's it called? What did I do with it? It's in the same dies that I put here because it should be in the basket. Is in the Fragrant Layers dies. I cut it out with lemon lolly because I wanted it more soft. But you get enough to make 2 cards out of one run through. So I'm thinking to myself, oh, this is great. I don't need all those dots. Okay, so I'm just going to do, and this is kind of a fun tip, especially when you're doing a lot of cards. You can just put a bunch of your ribbon, little intricate things that you're going to glue on, and then you can just go and peel them off. And I tried to do this with dimensionals, and it was just a little too much. But see, I like it. It adds that extra flair to it. And I actually did not put any gems on this, which shocked me. You can. It's your card. That's the way I look at it. All right. And these are other sayings that are in there. There's a hello, just a note. I like these too because you never know when somebody just needs a little note. And if you're in my stamp club, our techniques, I cut out a little blurb and have a sample. And as a new member, you get a book to put it in. That way you can refer back to it when you are making cards. I hate that noise. And you know what I forgot? A piece of white. Hold on. We need to cut a bunch. I'm having to bend over to get this done. Oh, goodness. All right. I always think I have everything ready to go, and I don't. But that's okay. You're still here, right? All right, so I'm doing just nice little flower image on the inside. So you have the fun flare on the out. I like to do that because who wants to get jumping on bills all the time? So when you see this, it makes, you know, no naked envelopes. I love that it gives the extra happiness. I know when I receive cards still to this day that I love it. And then I'm just going to do this one more time. Oh, yes. And we're going to do our double. Did I do double? No, I did single. So what I'm going to do, I can finally tie again. It's taken me 4 months. Long story for another day. But not all hand tingling is carpal tunnel. Mine was cervical myelopathy. But that's all fixed. It's not a fun recovery just because you can't concentrate. So that's why I'm just now coming back. And there they are. I say, where did I just put these? I had them 2 minutes ago. Okay, so I'm going to stick down this little thing. And since it's a little bit bigger, I kind of pinch the dot. And then I put it here on the side. And maybe we can dangle it. I don't like the way it's doing that. So let's see if we can fix it. Maybe, maybe not. It's the only bad thing about twine. It likes to do what it wants to do. We'll just leave it. Anyway, so there is your card. A fun little thing. And you could actually do a window sheet too and still color on it with the blends. And it would just look just as pretty and even more stained glass. But it just kind of, it was springy, it was fun, and I really wanted to do it. And I love that it turned out the way I wanted it to. Oh, that one last thing. There's a wonderful join special, and I hate that this light is going to be right there. But this is our new Stampin' Positioner. I've been doing, you can use the background stamps. And then they have these magnets, which are great because they have these little edges. Like, remember we used to put washi tape on our old one? Well, now, and then if you do that, they don't break. And then we have this grid paper that will be separate. Got measurements in centimeters and inches. And then there's a little area here that if you want to use that direction. I think it helps with the wreath too. I'm still trying to play with that. But when you do this, everything's got this nice bounce. So there's no hinges. Let me grab this too. And then here's the grid pack. And on the other side, you have centimeters. And then this one, and I will show you my example. Nobody's seen it yet. So I used it to tile this all the way down. And I also used it here. I stamped, colored, and then stamped it on top of it to make these look really crisp. So I made that card because of my kitty cat. I can't believe, it must be sleepy time right now because neither one of them are in here bothering me. So when I first got this, I was trying to line these up. And I'm like, why are they not fitting? Why would they do that? Because it's these two little holes, not these two. So this is how you line up, put your magnets, put your stamp on, and then you can tile it down. So if you want to do happy, 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 happy birthday, that's what it'll be. And subscribe to my YouTube channel and my Facebook Live, because I'm going to do Facebook Live showing that card plus a couple more that I'm working on, all the fun things. So if you sign up now between all of February through March 2nd, you will get this on top of the starter kit, which is $99 plus tax, no shipping. you can choose $125 of any current product, which includes a pre-order. So you could add pre-order stuff too. And then you'll get that. And that's like a $50 value. So you get more bang for your buck. And then you're going to have a discount on all your future orders. So you can have friends help you out, or you can just enjoy a 20% discount, or you can have classes like me. We love to have people on our team. So I'll put that link. I'll put the sign up for my email link, and I'll also put all the supplies and a link to my blog too. Everywhere we'll have measurements on how to make this. And I'm really excited that you hopped on and you're going to make some of these fun little cards. And if you do a tea light, I want to see the tea light. But anyway, you guys have a wonderful day and talk to you soon. Bye.